Hello everyone. I'm back into ground beef again today, but we're doing something different today. I've already done one load of ground beef today, and if you look in the instructions or the description under this video, you will see that I did about 7 pounds of ground beef, and I added garlic powder, salt and pepper, and quite a bit of onion powder. I'll put the recipe under this video in the description, so if you want to do that, I've done it with, previously I did the one with just salt and pepper, but there's a few things that I could use the ground beef that has the garlic and the onion already in it, and so I didn't have enough onions and peppers to put fresh in this, so I decided to go ahead and season some anyway. So you can do it either way, but I'll put that recipe there. Now, what I'm doing next is hamburgers with onions cooked in them. Let me show you here. I have got 9 pounds of fresh ground beef here. Now, what I'm going to do is add salt and pepper to these, and then I'm going to dice up onions to put in the jars on top of them. So the first thing I'm going to do is add some of my real salt to this, and I'm going to add, since I've got 9 pounds, I'm going to add 9 teaspoons. And this is actually a half a tablespoon, which would be a tablespoon or a teaspoon and a half. So that would give me 3. 2 more would be 6. And then 2 more will be enough. Okay. Whoa! Not going to add that one. That came out all at once. Do you see that? But anyway, then I'm going to add my pepper, and I'm going to add, let me see if I can find my next size here. I'm actually going to use the teaspoon on this one. And I don't want these real peppery, so I'm going to add about 4 or maybe 5 teaspoons of black pepper to these. 1 more. I didn't quite get enough on that one. That's all right, that got it. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is mix these. Actually, you know what? Since I'm making hamburgers out of this, I'm going to add some granulated onion to this, which will be real good. And I'm just going to sprinkle some of it around it. Probably got about 3 tablespoons of onion powder on that. And then I'm just going to work it through all this. And I'm probably going to have to get in it with my hands. But I'm going to make really thin hamburger patties out of this, and then when I put them in the jar, I'm going to layer them with some pieces of onion, and then put them in the pressure canner. So I'll get this ready and bring you back. Okay, so you can see here I've put a piece of parchment paper on my cutting board to put my hamburger meat out on, and I am just flattening it out. I want it pretty thin because they draw up in the canner. And so I'm going to make these probably about 1/2 inch thick. So when I get them to where they're about 1/2 inch thick, then I'm going to use a large mouth or wide mouth canning ring to cut them out just like if I was cutting out biscuits. And so I'm going to do that, and then lay them over here on my plate. And what happens is when they shrink a little bit in the skillet, they'll drop right down in a wide mouth jar. So let's get a few of those done, and on to getting them into the skillet, and I will show you that. Okay, so I've got them in the skillet, and gonna just brown them, through on both sides. and then put them into my jars. Now I just want to show you here, these, you can see right here on this one, it's still pink in the middle, and that's the way I want them, because I don't want them to get real dry in the canner. So some of those juices are going to cook out in the jar, just like if you were canning raw meat. And so it will have a little bit of liquid in the bottom of these. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I do now. To start with, I'm going to put a decent layer of onions, just, you know, a tablespoon or so of onion in the bottom of that jar. Then I'm going to take a patty and put right down on top of it. And then another bit of onion. And then another patty. You're only going to get 2 or 3, probably about 3 in a pint jar. So let's put onions in there, put another patty on top of it, and then I might try to put just a little bit of onion on top of that. Now, these will be just like the ground beef. They will shrink some. And then the last thing that I'm going to do to it before I put it in the canner, I'm going to put some liquid smoke in it. If you like that smoky flavor of hamburgers cooked on a grill, then put you a little bit of liquid smoke so that it just runs down through it. And I'm putting 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke in it. That also adds a little bit of liquid to the jars, but doesn't that look good? And so, I mean, it's just my husband and me. You can do this in quart jars. But since it's just my husband and me, and he'll eat 2 usually, and if I eat one, I'll only eat 1. So this is a perfect meal size for us. Also wanted to tell you that these are in pint jars. So they're going into the canner for 75 minutes. And of course, for me, it's 10 pounds of pressure. You'll have to look up your altitude to see what, you know, what your pounds should be, what pressure to put yours on. And also, since these are wide mouths, I can only get 8 pints in my canner. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up on that. I just wanted to show you that I am using my Superb lids. And if you are interested in the Superb products to get 20% off, look in the description below this video and you will find the discount code. What else? This is my giveaway for this video. This is a little mini sealer. Let's see if I can get it out without tearing the packaging all to pieces. It has a USB charger on it, and it is for resealing your bags. This can be used for Mylar bags. It could be used like for your chip bags, things like that. And it's all just, see if I can get it out of here. It's all one hand. You've got your buttons on the top to turn it on and then recharge it when it needs to be. It also looks like it's magnetic, so you can stick it on your refrigerator, or I just stuck it to the side of my microwave up above. But anyway, this is a neat little thing, so be sure and make a comment on this video. Has to be your state that you live in, only the United States. I cannot send this out of the country. But make a comment with the state that you live in and something about this video. Or if you want something about another video, anything that you want to comment. But you have to be subscribed, and it's only on the YouTube channel. So until the next time, y'all have a wonderful time. Be back, because I've got steaks and roasts and beef stew and all kinds of stuff to do this week. So until the next time, God bless you.